And hello, movie lovers. And today I'm going to be reviewing the 2022 film, which is a sequel to the 2021 film, Halloween Kills. This is going to be Halloween Ends. And this is going to be my non spoiler review for that film. So, when we got into this whole entire Halloween stuff, I really enjoyed the 2018 one. I thought that was really great. Then we get into the 2021 film, which is Halloween Kills. I didn't like that one. I thought it wasn't that great of a film, especially when we got off of the whole entire Halloween train with the very first Halloween movie, which is the 2018 one, and then we go into this one with Halloween Ends, and we're expecting this big payoff, right? We're expecting this battle between Laurie and Michael, and finally getting it to come to a head, and it does come to a head, but not until like the very end of the film, which I really find really weird that they went on ahead and put Michael on the sidelines till the very end of the film. And then they also have this very slow pacing, which I'm fine with the pacing and stuff like that, as long as it includes Michael Myers. But they do this other thing, and this is going to be kind of a spoilerish thing, just depending on how you actually see it. But it's the whole fact they actually give us this new character that we don't even know, and they just introduce him to us for the very first time with this film. His name is Corey. He's babysitting this one kid. He winds up accidentally knocking the kid off the banister, and he winds up killing him. Next thing you know it, he's actually known as the town freak show, basically. And so basically, he's going to be the focal point of this whole entire film while also putting Michael on the sidelines. And I really didn't like that. I was expecting more of a one on one battle between Laurie. I was expecting more kills with Michael Myers. Don't get me wrong, we do get some great kills, but not with Michael Myers. And that's something that I really was that's the letdown with this. If you're expecting a Michael Myers movie and expecting him to show up in this movie, he doesn't show up until like later on. You get to see him in two scenes, which is about maybe 45 minutes to 50 minutes of runtime, which to me is way too long for this type of movie. But it is ballsy enough. This is what I have to say is the fact that they do something ballsy with this movie, which is giving us a movie where we're not introduced to this character at all. And they're trying to make us care about this character through this whole entire film, and they're trying to lay down that groundwork, and it's just a messy kind of film. It feels like they someone called up the director David Allen Green and say, "Hey, look, I have this romantic movie, and I have these two kids. This kid is named Corey, and then you also have this other person that he's going to fall in love with, and I have that romantic movie." And then all of a sudden, you have David Allen Green saying, "Well, you know what? I have this Halloween movie that's coming out. So you know what? We're going to go on ahead and we can combine both of those movies together. You have an ending, I have an ending, and everything comes out the way it needs to be." And that's exactly how it feels. It feels like this film is messy. It feels like that there's this relationship between Jamie Lee Curtis's granddaughter and Corey, and to me, that is a very forced relationship that they were trying to do with this film was try and force a relationship with these two characters. It was awful, in my opinion. And everything else, as far as the kills go and stuff, yeah, they were okay, but I really felt like it was like anticlimactic. I just felt like, why am I here? Basically, if I would have spent money at the theater, which I didn't, I would have been mad because of the fact I'm expecting Michael Myers. Because I didn't expect Michael Myers in this movie until like the last half, which is what we were expecting from the trailers because we were expecting that one-on-one battle. Yeah, you have that payoff. You do have that final battle scene, which to me was the most intense part of the movie, which actually worked in this movie. But having a subplot surrounding this kid that we didn't even know, didn't even care about, and he wasn't even introduced into the 2018 one, or he wasn't in. Also, too, he was not introduced into Halloween Kills. If they would have went on ahead and gave us some groundwork to work with, I think it would have actually been more cohesive. But this is not a cohesive story. Everything is basically a cookie cutter shot of a movie, and I was really disappointed with this one. I was really hoping that I would come out saying, "Hey, look, I love this movie. I thought that the kills were great. I thought Michael Myers. It was a final conclusion. I thought it was going to wrap up really nice, and it did. No, not with this. This one to me was sloppy writing, very forced, and it just didn't make any sense. Now the payoff at the in this movie too was really good when it comes down to the face off between Laurie and Michael. It was intense. It was everything you wanted, and they had that. But I don't mind a slow build towards something. as long as I know what I'm getting. And what I thought I was getting was Michael Myers, but I didn't get that. So therefore, I'm gonna have to say, Halloween Ends is definitely not my cup of tea. It's definitely not my type of movie when it comes down to the Halloween franchise. And I hope that they just let Michael rest for a little bit because of the fact that, yeah, this is the final film that Blumhouse is doing, but they could wind up doing more outside of the Blumhouse brand and sell it to another studio. And I think it's just time to let this franchise die a little bit because of the fact that you had a great film with 2018's Halloween, and then you crash and burn with these other two films. I did not. I wish that I could say I enjoyed it, but I didn't, and I'm just being flat out honest with you about it. But I'm gonna get more stuff fleshed out on Thursday's review on this as well. Whenever I have Western Wonders podcast with me, so that way we can flesh this thing out a lot more. Because I really want to do a spoiler review for this. So, with that being said, did you guys like Halloween Ends, or didn't you like Halloween Ends? Comment below. Don't forget to smash that like button. Don't forget to go on ahead and, of course, like, subscribe, and all that other good stuff. Remember, every night, 8 o'clock Central Time, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, on Wednesday nights, we have our House of the Dragon review. As a matter of fact, we're going to be covering episode 9 coming up. That's 8 o'clock Central Time, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. And don't forget also, too, we also have Rossie coming in for me because I'm actually trying to balance my podcast, and also too I just got married and stuff, so I'm just doing this little thing just to hold things together a little bit. But she's going to be coming in on Tuesday, and she's going to be doing her Hellraiser 2022 review of that, and that's going to be at 9 o'clock Central Time, 10 o'clock Eastern Time, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock Pacific Time. So with that being said, guys, that's going to be it for me at Movie Legend Night, and I hope everyone has a great and safe day.